KUGAN CASSIUS Rifle TV in association with MTK Global. We're at the press conference here for the double world title fight night, April the 14th at the O2. Flanagan versus Hooker and also Saunders versus Merrim, joined by Terry Flanagan. How are you, mate?
I'm good, mate, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I feel like we haven't seen each other in a long time.
No, mate, it's been a long time. I mean, it'll be a year by the time I box next. I'm excited to get back in.
Obviously, before we talk about Maurice Hooker, let's talk about, obviously, you know, you've said for a while now that you would probably move up in weight, and you have done. This is your first fight at 140, and you're fighting for the world title.
That's it, mate. I mean, Frank made us a few offers of what we can do, and he said, can box for the vacant title against Hooker. I watched a bit of Hooker, and I thought, to fight him, I know I can win. So, yeah, I'm going to jump up and become two-weight world champion. I remember when I moved up, like I said, Garcia and that, he was slagging me off a bit, and he moved up. He's only gutted that he didn't get the opportunity first. He's ring linked with everyone, Spence, anyone, he'll fight anyone. So he's going on about me moving up, but I'm as soon as I win this fight, he's fighting for the IBF as well. Maybe that's the unification fight. See if you're happy with it then.
Obviously, there was a lot of talk about, and Frank spoke about it in the press conference, about you and Jorge Linares, and that was always a fight that you fancied as well, Terry.
Of course, it's a fight I wanted from when he beat Crolla and he had the rematch clause in. Frank had the fight done, and he said he had to fight him. He was willing to come over. I mean, the fight before he fought Crolla, he got offered more money to fight me, but seeing Crolla as the easier fight, and yeah, took that. But yeah, hopefully that fight will happen at 10 stone, and I think it'll suit me more at 10 stone. So yeah, I'm happy. I believe everything happens for a reason, and hopefully we can get that fight on at 10 stone.
And there was always the talk of Mikey Garcia as well, Terry.
Yeah, Mikey Garcia is a good fighter, and yes, that's a fight I've been happy taking, and that's another fight that suits me at 10 stone. I mean, it's shown in the last few performances that the weight was killing me. I wasn't performing, so yeah, like Steve said before, and I think the last 4 or 5 weeks is just about making weight, not really boxing, like thinking about the fight. So yeah, I think I'll be a better fighter at 10 stone, and yeah, bring him on.
How much of Maurice Hooker have you seen? We know he's got obviously an unbeaten record, 3 draws to his name, one with Darlis Perez, who Anthony Crolla had 2 fights with as well.
Yeah. I mean, he's good, tell us about your height, I think. Just ranger, box on the back foot, also throws with you. Yeah, just it's a fight we've looked at, we've seen his flaws, we've seen what he's good at, and we're confident of beating him. As soon as I come to grips with the range, I think I'll start to get to him and break him down. I
mean, Terry, you've been obviously out the ring for a little while now, and there's always the danger of not becoming the forgotten man, but you know, you're 33-0. Yeah. You've had 5 successful defences of your world title at lightweight, but you're at a new weight now, and you just want a bit of consistency, I'm assuming.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I've never really been in the media eye anyway, where people know who I am with a walk at the sheet, or as Terry Flanagan world champ. I've never been one of them all over social media, so yeah, it's never really done anything for me. So yeah, I just do what I do. I keep winning, and keep hopefully them big fights will come. And yeah, I know what you're saying about going out the eye a bit, but I've never really been in the eye even.
Why do you think that is? Because that says you're 33-0. You've got the longest serving record.
I think it's one of them. I'm not the best talker, obvious, but yeah, it's one of them. If your face don't fit, then it's not.
Is that what the beard's about?
Nah, it's a heck of beards. Is not the shame. I'm a scuffy cunt, but yeah, I'm not arsed. It's one of them. I'll keep doing what I'm doing, keep winning, and then, like I say, they can't ignore you forever. But yeah, I probably should put myself out there more than most of the public. But once I'm in camp, I think, oh fuck that, I can't be arsed. I'm training, I can't be asked to get my phone out in the gym. Don't even bring it to the gym. Too busy working hard, training.
I mean, I get the point what you're saying, and with you it's always been a case of I'll do my talking in the ring, and people within boxing know exactly how good you are. So, but sometimes it's what you do in the ring and what you do outside of the ring sort of contribute to where you are.
Of course, yeah. I mean, I'm not bothered. I do what I do. If I do something good, I won't. If I do a nice gesture, if I go and do a bit of charity work, I won't put it all over the internet, because it's sort of like, don't count then, does it? You're doing it for a reason.
Like the people that go film themselves giving food to the homeless.
it's a joke, innit? But yeah, I'm not too arsed, mate. As long as I'm world champion, I've got the chance to become 2-weight world champion now, it'll live with me forever, so I'm not bothered.
But like I said, there was a lot of fights that you had, like I said, at lightweight. There's a lot of super fights you could be having at 140 as well. So, you know, there's untold names there for you, Terry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm frustrated. I did want them big fights, and Frank was saying, look, I've made offers to these people. They just don't want to fight. So there's nothing I can do. All I can do is keep winning. But yeah, I mean, the likes of the Crolla fight, people still go on about that till this day. That fight's never gonna happen. So may as well forget about it.
I think that that ship seems to have sailed now, especially with you obviously moving up in weight.
It wasn't on my half. I was always willing to have the fight, as you know. I wanted the fight when he was world champion. I was world champion. It would have been a massive unification fight, gone down in history, but just didn't seem to happen.
But like I said, April the 14th. It's not your hometown, but as good as. But it was good for Frank to obviously get that fight over here in the UK.
Yeah, I mean, bring him over is good. Yeah, get home advantage. But Frank made a joke before saying London is a home advantage because I worked in Manchester. I have the fans there when he was talking about making the video fight in the copper box.
Yeah.
I was saying I wanted Manchester. That's not home advantage to me, so made a bit of a joke. But yeah, seeing that video fight as a real 50-50 fight, and I wanted him to be as uncomfy as I could make him, really.
I think the rules are when you're fighting someone from abroad, if you're fighting in the UK, whether it be Manchester or London,
yeah, of course.
It's considered home advantage, but you can't grumble with the O2s there. It's a fantastic venue there.
Yeah, I've never boxed there. I've never even been to a boxing event there, but seen them on telly, and yeah, it looks good.
All right. Did you have a good Christmas?
Yeah, it's been good, mate. Just spend it with her and the baby, and yeah, my missus and the baby, and yeah, I've got another little baby on the way now.
Oh, congratulations.
So, yeah, hopefully win another world title so I can give it to the new baby.
I mean, come April the 14th, you get said, hopefully you're a 2-weight world champion, Terry, and it's something that is that doesn't often happen, especially with our British fighters. So even in that, regardless of whether Joe Bloggs knows you on the street, Terry, is a fantastic achievement that you're going to take with me till whenever.
Yeah, of course, people say that to me all the time, like, you're world champion, you've defended your title 5 times.
Yeah.
You got to know what you've achieved, but I don't look at that, I don't see that. I probably, when I retire, I'll probably look back and think, wow, that is some going, that your longest unbeaten record and current unbeaten record in Britain, and yeah, but at the minute I just take each fight as it is, day by day. I'm not too arsed.
When you look at I think it's less than 3% of fighters actually achieve a British title in the UK. So when you look at that stat, only 3% win a British title. I think it's less than 3% actually.
Yeah.
Then that kind of puts into context what you've done and what you hopefully will do on the 14th.
I say I put a lot of that down to Steve Mayo. I mean, he's made me the fighter I am. When I first started training with Steve, he was I was one of them amateur fighters. I think I lost 13 amateur fights in a row at a point, and I was ready for jacking it. And then my amateur career towards the end, I won 10 out my last 11 under Steve. And the last fight I got ripped off in the ABAs and turned pro. So yeah, I'm happy with what Steve's doing with me. I listen to him and I trust in everything he tells me to do, I do, and it works.
All right, Terry, well, listen, wish you the best of luck on April the 14th in London, and we'll definitely catch up with you ahead of them, mate, all right?
Nice one, Cougs.
Top man.
See you later.